The Denver Broncos have lost to their biggest rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs, 16 times in a row, which is absolutely nuts. That is a streak that has to end. That is a curse that has to lift. The last time that we beat the Chiefs was in week 2 of the 2015 season. If you look back, that is on Sunday. That is going to be over 2,964 days since we triumphed over this rival. It's just 8 years, absolutely nuts. I have a 7-year-old who can almost beat me in a race, and the last time we beat the Chiefs, he wasn't even in the womb yet. So it has been way, way, way too long. If you remember the last time we actually beat the Chiefs, it was week 2. Peyton Manning was our quarterback. We were in Kansas City. We probably should have lost that game, and that game was nuts. Peyton Manning had thrown a pick 6. We were down 14-0 at one point in that game. We clawed our way back. We were tied at 24, and with 26 seconds left on the clock, Jamal Charles fumbles the ball. Bradley Roby, you remember him, picks up the ball, runs it back in. The Broncos win 31-24, really with like 20 seconds left on that fumble 6 recovery by Bradley Roby. If you look at when the curse actually started, it was week 9 of the season we go on to win the Super Bowl, but that was Peyton Manning's worst game of his entire career. He had 5 completions and 4 interceptions, so that was absolutely crazy, and ended up benching him for Brock Osweiler. Osweiler comes in, we lose that game to the Chiefs, and then Manning was benched up until the last game of the season against the Chargers when he comes back in and leads us to our Super Bowl run. But if you just look back, man, that was so long ago. You want to count our coaches going all the way back since then. We have had, in those 8 years, we have had, obviously, Sean Payton just lost to the Chiefs last Thursday night. Jerry Rosburg, remember our interim coach? We had Nathaniel Hackett, Vic Fangio, Vance Joseph before he was our defensive coordinator, and then Gary Kubiak lost his last game to the Chiefs. So it's just insane that in those 8 years, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coaches in 8 years. Crazy, right? They've had Andy Reid. We've had 6 coaches in 8 years lose, despite the fact that they've just had the one. So the 6 coaches over the 8 seasons of losing is pretty bad in that streak. But what's even worse is if you look at all the quarterbacks who've lost straight in those 16 games to the Kansas City Chiefs. So obviously Russell Wilson lost last week, lost the 2 seasons before. Before that, you remember Teddy Bridgewater. We had Joe Flacco. We had Drew Lock, a lot of high hopes running on Drew Lock. Brandon Allen, remember him? Case Keenum or Keesum, I don't remember how to pronounce it. Elway says Keesum. Paxton Lynch, first round pick there. Brock Osweiler, and then Peyton Manning, we talked about losing one of his last games to the Chiefs. So over that time, 9 quarterbacks, 6 coaches. Crazy, crazy curse, crazy streak against your biggest rival. Now, what's also even crazier maybe is the fact that Patrick Mahomes is no spring chicken. Like, he's been in our lives for a long, long time, and he's never lost to the Broncos. Take a look at this picture of him on the screen. That's his rookie year when he came in and played the last game of the season so Alex Smith could be rested up for the playoffs. And he won that game as a rookie against us, and he has never lost. And if you look at his career stats against us, his QBR is 96%, and his career pass completions against the Broncos in all of those wins is 67%. To win 12 games against us is just absolutely crazy. So the curse is definitely real, but this is not a downer video. This is just setting the stage for what is to be an epic turning of the tide. Sean Payton is here to break the streak. We are bouncing back. You're going to hear later in the week how I know the Denver Broncos are going to beat the Chiefs on Sunday. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss that. Also, in the comments, can you hit me up? What were you doing the last time the Broncos beat the Chiefs? Broncos Country, we're bouncing back. Let's ride.